Welcome back to the Bible Reading Show. It is Monday. I'm with my best friend, Ronnie John Paul Ryan. Hold him, man. Matthew chapter 21, 46 verses long, something brand new. Tell our viewers what we've got up there in the corner.
We are doing the Bible Reading Project in 15 minutes or less.
15 minutes or less,
bringing
inspiring
you the brilliance.
The brilliance in under 15 minutes. Counting it down. Why? People say we banter too much. People say we banter too little.
We have a banter band this week.
People say that our show is too long.
Yeah.
And people say they would listen to us forever.
Yeah.
You say I put people to sleep when I talk and read the Bible.
No, but that's not a bad thing.
That's a good thing.
Hey,
no, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's not like the Bible.
Yeah, it's not like I'm Bueller.
So our editor, most people don't know him.
Yeah.
But our editor came and said, "Hey, Instagram rules.
Right.
We need to keep it about under 15 minutes.
Right.
Like we accordingly. Oh, we've got a new person in the studio here, a guy named Jack.
Yes.
The falconry man.
Yes.
Do you think our show's too long or too short? Do you watch it first off? Yeah, I do. You do watch it, and do you think it's too long, too short? You give us some advice. I like the bantering. You do like the bantering. Just come here a minute. Just let people see him. I think he's handsome. He's got good hair. There's this Jack. Jack.
Yeah.
So like when he's in trouble, Jack.
Yeah.
So Jack. Thank you for being on the show. Would you sit in one day and just kind of hang out and talk about the Bible with us?
Sure.
Can you banter? You're a professional banter. Don't even act like, because I've been on a trip with you.
He is his mother's child, so he can banter.
Yeah. He's his mother. That's good, though.
Yeah,
it would hard to be not your mother's child.
Right, it is.
So but dude, he went on a trip with us, talked the whole way.
Yeah.
I liked it too, and he's funny.
Yes.
So we may, if it gets boring, are you going to hang out with us all week? So if it gets boring, we may bring him on.
He might have to leave in a few minutes.
And we could just say, hey, come waste some minutes.
Yeah.
Like we're already 2 minutes in now.
Right.
And so 3 minutes in nearly.
Yeah.
So, and we haven't even mentioned the Bible.
No, we haven't.
So we are understanding that we probably waste a lot of time on the show. And we want to honor Joey because he's our editor. And he came and said, look, man, you guys are at 25, 30 minutes. And I'm having to do a lot of extra editing here.
Right.
Of just rambling.
Yes.
And so we decided, he asked kindly, could y'all keep it under maybe 15 minutes?
So this week we'll keep it. But then we have to come to
Jesus.
Yeah, and say, do we want to have Instagram rule and reign over our lives?
Yeah, for sure.
Or do we just want to live free and just post on YouTube?
No. I want Instagram to rule my life.
Okay.
I want them to tell me what I need to do.
You want to live in the metaverse. That's what I hear. Yeah. You want to live a transhuman life in the metaverse.
I don't want to
have Mark Zuckerberg
in the metaverse.
And Mark Zuckerberg will be your
Lord
Lord
and
and Savior
in the metaverse.
Yeah. Where you worship Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
So now we're down to nearly 12 minutes. So,
all right.
So let's talk about the Bible. 46 verses long.
Yeah, Matthew 21 this week.
And we're having a guest come on next week, Tori. She's you got a picture of my little buddy, Milo? Shout out to Milo.
Oh, Milo.
Yeah, shout out to Miles.
That's Tori.
Yeah. This down here's Tori right there.
Yeah, baby
Tori. We're going to, because we got in trouble that we only talk kind of sponsors boys.
Yeah.
And so now we want to be trans sponsors and just sponsor boys and girls.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I don't know how that works.
I don't know if you know
the lingo today is so.
Yeah, I don't know if you know what you're saying. That's all right.
I don't know. Okay. But that's been Milo.
Yeah.
He loves us. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I know. I don't know what our time is, but I'm going to waste some of it.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you something this boy decided to do. You want me I'm going to call him right now.
Okay.
Call Nathan Walter. I hope they pick up.
Right.
He's going to blow your mind what's about to happen.
All right.
Hello.
What up, Milo's dad?
Hey, it's Paul Mark.
Oh, yeah. Me and Ryan are so excited about little Milo. I used to call him Baby Milo, not anymore. Man, Milo is inspiring the generations. And I want to know, can I talk to Milo?
You absolutely can. Let me put him on the phone real quick.
Sounds like they're having a party or something.
It does sound like they're having a party.
Why don't we invite-
Maybe a Bible reading party.
Milo.
What?
Paul Mark, man, how are you?
Good.
You're on the Bible reading show. It sounds like you're having a party.
Yeah.
Is it your birthday or something?
No.
Oh, well, I wanted to call you. Your dad told me you took a challenge this year. What is the challenge that you took?
Turning my Bible all year.
Oh.
To read your Bible all year. Are you going to have excuses?
No.
Yeah.
No excuses. All right, so Milo, right here on the Bible reading show today, we have your picture on the TV. publicly in front of all of our followers, you are saying that you're going to read the Bible every single day, 0 excuses. Is that true?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, and how old are you, Milo?
No. 7.
Wow.
You're 7. All right, so Milo, if you do this, me and Uncle Ryan have got a super gift for you at the end of the year.
Hey.
Are you think you can do it?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to call you every week to make sure you're reading your Bible, 0 excuses.
Okay.
All right, I love you, little buddy.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, doesn't that inspire you?
7
Now
years
I feel
old.
like a loser.
Right.
What's 7 years? I was
Yeah.
7 years old. I was watching Scooby-Doo.
Right.
Hey, son, read your Bible. What's your Bible, Daddy? Like, he's going to read it every single day. How does that make you feel in your gut?
Awesome.
We inspired a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
What if he's the next Billy Graham?
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
We can shut down the
We
show
can
right
shut
now.
down the show. I
Even
think
with 8.5 minutes
8.5
left.
minutes. I think Milo will take over one day. You know what I told his daddy?
What?
I said to his daddy, I said, look, when he graduates high school, we're giving the show.
Nice.
Would you feel good with that?
Oh, yeah.
Milo graduates high school, we turn the whole show over to
Yeah.
him.
Even like with his front 2 teeth missing and
Front
everything.
2 teeth missing, Milo, it's
Yeah,
yours.
right.
I think he would do it. His daddy said he would do it.
It'd be awesome.
So 20 years from now,
Nice.
we can turn this thing over to
I'm
Milo.
excited.
So 8 minutes to go. You ready?
Yeah.
It's going to be good today. Matthew chapter 21. Here we go. Verse 1. It's 46 verses. I'm just going to dive in shallow
I like it.
and talk to you. As Jesus and the disciples approached Jerusalem, they came to a town of Bethphage on the Mount of Olives. Jesus sent 2 of them on ahead. Go into the village over there, he said. As soon as you enter it, you'll see a donkey tied there with its colt beside it. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone asks what you're doing, just say the Lord needs them, and he will immediately let you take them. This took place to fulfill the prophecies that said, tell the people of Jerusalem, look, your king is coming to you. He's humble, riding on a donkey and riding on a donkey's colt. 2 of the disciples did just as Jesus had commanded. They brought the donkey and the colt to him, threw their garments over him, and he sat on it. Best revelation, well, I'm going to say best. One of the top revelations I got in my life is nothing that I have is my own.
It's good.
Can you imagine having a donkey? It's your donkey. It's tied up at your house, and 2 random strangers come and say, Jesus needs it.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, sure, take it.
Yeah.
It was years ago that I had a guitar, and I felt like I was supposed to give it away.
Right.
And I did.
Yeah.
It was a nice guitar, sweet one. And it was a Cherry Burst Gibson J45. Shout out to people that know guitars. You don't. But that was a good guitar.
Yeah.
A Cherry Burst J45 Gibson. I gave it to a friend.
Like you get it at Walmart or something? Or?
Yo, exactly. High-end Walmart. And so I gave it away. The guy took it and traded it for like a Mexican Stratocaster, which is cheap version of the Stratocaster.
That's like below Walmart.
Below Walmart.
Wow.
Kmart. And so think my guitar's Target, and he got a Kmart and swapped.
Wow.
So I was not mad, of course. But bothered in the sense of, man, do you know what you just got rid of? I can't believe that. How dumb was that? That was a dumb decision.
Yeah.
And when I did that, I felt the Lord told me, that was not your guitar anyway, it was mine.
Wow.
And so I realized pretty quickly that the best way to live life is nothing I have is my own. Everything is God's.
Right.
Now, fast forward that to money, stuff, cars, houses, whatever it is. I believe one reason it's so hard for people to give is we really don't believe God owns it all. I want to keep, that's why we even talk about the tithe, right? God just wants 10%.
Yeah, right.
But the reality is it's all his.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, every bit of it is his. So tell me how in your life you've learned to be a giver, but maybe on a limited budget.
Yeah.
Learn to give extravagantly, but on a limited budget. What has happened that's given you that revelation that, man, what I got is, if God tells me to give my car away, I give it away.
Yeah.
If God tells me, how have you learned to live this truth out?
Yeah. So, same thing. Like I had a car, and I had this dream one night, and I woke up from the dream, and I was like, God, is that you, or was that just bad pizza I ate late at night? And so I wrestled with God, and I clearly heard him say, no, you love these things and the things in the car than you do me. And I was like, wow. and because in the dream, like the car became mangled and messed up, and that's what woke me up, and so I woke up and I said, okay, I repented. I did love the car more than I love God, and so I just had to have that revelation that these things aren't really mine, and so just sowing and I think we were sitting at lunch, me and you, one day, and you said, well, this money is a seed. It's not, we look at it wrong. And so that idea of me just planting seeds, so buying a lunch for somebody or being an extravagant giver is me just planting a seed of life into somebody else versus, well, I'm giving money away and I'm giving it away and I get nothing in return. No, seeds produce life, and they produce 60, 30, and 100 times more.
Yeah, what's weird is God says, to the measure you give,
Right.
I'll give it back to you, right?
Right.
So God is looking at us like, I just really want to see if you do believe I own it all.
Right.
Like everything, your shirt, your cars, your house, everything. And yet our mentality in Christianity is, I've worked hard for it. It's my money, my savings account, my car. I might give God some.
Yeah.
And if we do, we call that an offering.
Right.
But the mentality beyond just here's God an offering versus he owns everything. Everything he wants me to do or
Right.
give, or my job is for him, my car is for him, my house is for him. And yet the system that we live in on the planet
Right.
is set up that you get as much as you can get
Yeah.
and give a little away to feel better about yourself religiously, but get as much retirement, as many stuff, houses, clothes, cars, the things that you want. And then when we get it, we all say, well, I mean, you're blessed, right?
Right.
Whether God gave it to me or I worked hard for it. But the real blessing to me is not, look at all the stuff God gave me,
Right.
and I'm so blessed. But the blessing is, none of it's mine anyway.
Yeah.
And when you have that thought, none of it's mine, you don't stress out about, do I have enough this week? One thing my dad told me years ago, he said, I'll tell you this, son, one thing about a giver, he'll never be broke.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Again, he's 85, and his comment is, a giver will never be broke.
Right.
So I think when you take, it's not me giving something to people that's mine. You just kind of come to, no, man, everything I have is God. So if God shows up with a random stranger and says, I want your donkey,
Yeah.
take my donkey. And then the question is, well, what am I going to ride? What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to get it back. And in the story, it just seems like Jesus, like, just tell him I want it.
Yeah.
Right? How
Right.
weird is that? Just tell him I want it. And I think if we can ever get there, that everything I have is simply guiding so that if Jesus needs it, he can have it.
Yeah.
I bought this car not just so I can have a great car,
Right.
but if Jesus needs it, man, you can have it. If I can
Right.
use it for the kingdom, if I can
Right.
pick people up in it, if I can, whatever I can do. I think when we come to that place, there comes great joy, because you don't really hear much about the guy that rented the donkey out, right?
Right.
But you hear a lot about the people who see the result.
Right.
We'll read that tomorrow, that the result of the guy going, sure, take it. It's not mine anyway. If he needs it, let him have it. But then the moment he gets rid of it, there's this extravagant result
Right.
that happens. I want to talk about extravagant results tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with us on the Bible Reading Show. Look, dude, we got a minute. You want to just stare at it?
Yes.
So cool.
That's really neat.
What do you feel, Mr. Editor? Better? We did better. Do you feel better? I kind of feel like we won.
Yeah, we did. We beat the clock.
Now, one final question before we leave.
Okay.
This is a rule. I like rules to know.
Yeah.
So the extra time we have, do we get 36 seconds extra tomorrow?
Right. Like
do
rollover minutes.
Rollover minutes. Do we or do we not get rollover minutes?
No rollover minutes.
No rollover minutes. Now we're gonna have
See,
to
that's what I'm
use
saying.
them
Like,
all.
so do we let them rule our lives, or do we?
No
Just-
rollover minutes or no rollover minutes? No rollover minutes. Well, now I just want to eat all the clock up. I can't save
We
any
gotta play
minutes.
to the
So I've
last
got to
minute.
play to the last minute. So
Yeah.
you got 11 seconds.
Tell us something good.
Tell us something good. We love you. I love you. Do you love me?
I love you.
Bye.